Hey, I'm Steph.
And I'm Meg.
And you're listening to the Slowly Stitched podcast, where we talk all things conscious fashion.
I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we've made it to the final episode of this pilot. Like, it's so crazy, and thank you so much for being along on this journey. So a little bit of a recap. We have talked about a lot. We've talked about slow fashion, sustainability, the fashion history, how fashion is literally in everything. And now we're hoping with this final episode that we can bring everything together to show why fashion truly really matters and how it is a tool for self-expression. We'll look at the connection and even the opportunity that fashion and clothes can bring. So join us for today's episode, which is called The Power of Clothes. On that note, this final one, what's your fashion feeling today? It's bold.
It's bold.
It's so bold, and I love it.
This is one of my favourite pieces in my wardrobe. This and the blazer I wore in the previous episode. Love it. Because
Yeah, they're serious.
Thank you. Again, I'm just a bold person. I feel like I do genuinely, like, I wear my heart on my sleeve as a person. So my clothes are an extension of that. So, you know, I'm giving Black Swan today, guys. Okay. Paired it with this cute little satin skirt. Of course, as always, you know what I'm going to say. The Stephanie Jades are on the feet. I wanted to add a pop of colour to this, like, craziness. But yeah, that's my fashion feeling for today. I'm just feeling good that we, you know, episode 4, we've done it.
Yeah.
Big up you.
Yeah, we really did it.
Thank you.
Love you.
What about you? You're in your all black era as well.
I feel like
love
we're
that.
really vibing today. But yeah, no, my fashion feeling today is just like experimental, take up that space, a little bit grungy.
Grunge.
Yeah, like I just love it. Like this, Kai, you can get all my money.
I need that.
That is
like what the heck?
It's so good. It's such a great
so
statement piece. And again, a little bit of pop of colour. Like I feel very youthful, but like really like, oh yeah, like I like it today. Like this is kind of cute. Like, you know, when you wake up and you're like, I want to throw something on, and you're like, yeah, actually my vibe with this, like I really F with this. Like, yeah. And today with the legs out as well.
Stop it. It's giving Model.
Say it again. Listen.
It's giving Model, guys.
If anyone wants to scout me. I don't mind. That could be another part of my career. Absolutely. So yeah, no, that is definitely, and it definitely gives like model. Like,
it does.
I can imagine this with like a really, really cool textured coat or the kind of cardigan that I wanted to wear on top to like break up. Like you can wear the same colours, but textures are different. Like what you've done. Brilliant. Just to give like a little bit more of a
je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, and I absolutely love it. Can't believe that was our last one.
I know. For now. Until season 1.
For now. So yeah, so wrapping this up, really, really good to bring everything. And just like we started the first episode, let's really define some of those key terms. And it's just around, obviously, personal style. It is thrown around so much. And I think even We're Terrible, we've also thrown it. Yeah. We defined it though.
We did define it.
Before anyone comes at us, we did actually define it. But what does it even mean? When we are talking about personal style today in today's episode, this is what we mean. By dictionary, by the definition, personal style refers to the unique way a person expresses themselves through their clothing choices, including combination of colours, fabrics, cuts, accessories, essentially reflecting their individual aesthetic and personality, often going beyond simply following current fashion trends. It's about creating a look that feels authentic to you. I love that, but it can go over your head. Yeah. So we have simplified this, and the SS way really is. We believe that style is a way to say who you are without having to speak. And that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes, and yes.
Myths and truths. This one definitely needs some myths and truths. We're ready to bring this back.
Yeah.
So my first one, which I love, is great style requires a lot of money. Myth or truth?
Myth.
Yeah,
next.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't even
need
to. Next.
Yeah, you do not need to splurge on clothes, guys, to have a great sense of personal style.
I think actually a lot of the people that I know that have amazing style, either thrift, or they're just, again, intentional. So they might not be spending that much money, but they look fire. I actually think that the less money you have, the more creative you will be.
Facts, and the more that you have to be sustainable. You ain't got the money to spend, so you'll customise your stuff.
You're thinking about it more.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. I'm going to say next, but I am saying the next one.
So. No, I was looking at you as like, babe, you're
like, sorry, why is she not talking? So the second one is, once you understand or establish your personal style, it can never change. Myth or truth?
Lies.
Yeah.
Myth. Absolute myth. We've been talking about this. Your style will change and should always be changing.
Yeah. Facts. Next.
Everyone needs a capsule wardrobe.
No, next.
Yeah, lies. You know it's not.
It's lies.
You.
Fourth one, to update your wardrobe, you need to buy all new clothes. Myth or truth? In the middle.
My truth,
Yeah.
yes, I would say
Yeah.
yes. The actual truth and what I'm learning as I'm becoming more conscious is it's a myth. Absolute myth.
Yeah.
You do not need to buy new clothes. There are so many things that you could do styling. We said it
Yeah.
in the previous episode.
Yeah.
There are things that Steph and I have both wore, but we might have not worn them the way we wore them to set today.
Yeah.
Like, we've completely kind of thrift them up, and actually we haven't spent a single penny. We're just styling them different.
Absolutely. Even this is actually a jacket, guys. So actually, when I wear this, I normally wear it open with something else underneath. But today I've worn it as a top. You know, done a little hairband trick at the back you can't see, made it a bit more cropped.
And I love
You
it.
just have to again be creative with it, reimagine it in a different way
100%.
to suit the situation you're in that we spoke about last time.
I love that. And finally, you have to follow trends to have a good style.
Myth.
Yeah, please, everyone, this is a huge myth. You don't need to. It's nice to get inspiration from trends. Like, it's so good. And I guess to feel inspired.
Yeah.
But you do not need to wear the most current things to have a great sense of style or to be trendy or to be fashionable, whatever that might mean. You don't.
Yeah, I agree. Unpopular opinion. I think if you are a trend-led person, you do not have style.
Or you don't have a personal style because
personal style.
you're constantly waiting for signals from
Other people or other things, right?
to get your own.
You should never buy something and you have to think, how can I change my wardrobe to fit this?
Yeah.
It should be, how does this slot into my wardrobe already?
Oh, bars. We're done now.
We're done.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. No, that was brilliant. So why does this all matter?
Yeah.
Why is fashion so important for our personal identity, and how can people use it as a tool in different ways?
Yeah.
So the first one, which is really important, and I think we have really been pushing this throughout the whole pilot, which is fashion should be used as an extension of your own identity. Like, clothes should be a way of showcasing your personality, your culture, your values, your emotions, and who you are.
Yeah.
More times when someone sees you, this is why maybe steering away from getting us onto dating, but when people are like, yeah, I go for people's personalities, you liar. You will fall for people's personalities.
Absolutely.
But your first level of attraction is going to be what someone looks like, yes 100%. Or no, and part of that is your style and what you wear. You will see someone's fit before you get to hear their voice.
Yeah.
And it's just as basic as it is. So being able to find your own language through your clothes to communicate what colours, silhouettes, like pieces that feel more comfortable and feel like the most you.
Yeah, what speaks
We're both
to you.
wearing black. We're both
In
wearing
very
black today in different ways. Like,
absolutely.
and this is literally personal style.
Yeah.
We could have got that brief of wear black, and we are completely rocking black so different.
Yeah.
It's an extension of my personality and it's an extension of yours, and we've found things that we feel really comfortable with.
Absolutely.
And I think the question to ask yourself is, how can fashion help you feel more like yourself? And even if you don't feel that way inside yet, how can fashion help you as a friend? Like, how can you use fashion as a tool to be your friend and that coach to get you to where you want to be?
Absolutely.
That's it.
I don't have anything to add because you just... Yeah, I think to your point, again, not only see fashion as a science, see it as a language, okay?
Yeah.
How do you understand it? How do you learn it? What are the tricks and tips to making you speak more eloquently through your clothes?
Yeah, and I just love it.
Yeah, love it.
And then the second one is the psychology of dressing, which is obviously my bag, and I love it.
Yeah.
There are things that get released in your body without you even recognizing. When you put on clothes, when you listen to music, the way in which it reacts with your hormones and what chemicals it releases is really important. So being able to understand a term which is enclothed cognition is to do with the science behind what you wear reflects how you feel and the confidence and performance that you have. But also when people say if you look good, you feel good. Yeah. It can trick that. Literally. In the same way that when we do like self-care really quickly, like if you go for a walk, that can release certain hormones to make you feel happier, right? Completing a task, like endorphins that are released because you completed a task. Like, these are things that your clothes can also give you. We felt tired today.
Yeah, we did.
We felt tired. Today has been long. But look how much happier we are now. And actually clothing has been such a big part of that. Every fit we put on, every time we come back, like, this has been so much fun because of we've been like, oh my God, love that, love what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And actually there's so much in that, like the power of
clothes.
And that psychology behind it. I know we'll get onto that like in the first sort of season, which is the psychology around colours, right? And that kind of colour theory, like black for authority, right? But black is also quite trendy. Actually, a lot of people that wear black, expensive.
Yeah.
Right? Looks
100.
quite expensive.
Yeah.
Red for boldness, and like the idea of like pastels for softness. The question you need to ask yourself is, there's two things you should be dressing for. You can dress for your moods, and you can be dressing to create a mood. So dressing in bright colours, like you said, can uplift yourself. And I think going back to what you said about your nan and that boldness and what that kind of gives is incredible. But if you don't feel that way, you can also dress for how you may want to feel. And I think for me, again, like the thing that really helped me in my ED recovery was clothes. And finding that confidence in threads, and I might not feel it internally or when I look in the mirror, but as soon as I put an outfit that hid some of that, I would walk out feeling way better. And even today, as I am still on that kind of recovery journey, because I don't think it ever ends, clothing is such a big deal for me. As in, I will not leave the house. If I hate my outfit, sorry, the chances are I'm probably going to be late, or I'm not going to feel comfortable going to that event.
Yeah.
So being really, really intentional about the things that I wear really helped me feel safer. It's almost like I still have that armor. And I think understanding that psychology of how clothes make you feel is a big part of knowing the power.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people can relate to either having an ED or just body dysmorphia generally, because I think you touched on it in a previous episode that like everyone experiences that at some point in their life. And again, I don't think it's ever something that truly goes, I don't think you're ever truly happy or like, okay, but I can have this, I can have that. But actually, again, the way that you dress is a way to help you navigate through that journey and shift the way that you're treated as well in certain situations, whether it's in work, whether it's social settings, creative spaces. Like, you have to show up for yourself in those moments. And again, going back to the art of power dressing, feel powerful in those moments. Yeah. So even if you are feeling a lot of things internally, no one's got to know that.
No.
I don't need to put my business out there.
No.
Okay? I look like a boss.
2 seconds from a meltdown, but my outfit looks sensational.
I could burst into tears if someone says the wrong thing, but you're never going to know by the way that I'm dressed. And I think, again, the power of clothes and the power of dressing, that's what I absolutely love about fashion. It's just, it's a form of storytelling, right?
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself.
Way to put it.
You have to ask yourself as well, like, what story do you want to tell about yourself? Yeah. What do you want people's main takeaway to be from you when they've met you for the first time? Yeah. Or, Meg's top, that was so cool. Like, she just seems so edgy because of the way she dressed. Yeah. Or, Steph's quite bold, or she's quite out there because she's literally wearing a swan jacket. Like, you know, what do you want your story to be?
And how does that end up helping you have those conversations?
Absolutely. With all of that being said, how do you start to use fashion to express yourself? Because you're probably listening out there and you actually have no idea where to start, what to do, where to go. So here's a little breakdown of how we think that you can really start to develop your personal style and help with the way you want to express yourself. So the first step is identify what makes you truly feel confident and comfortable. Yeah. That's bottom line. Don't think about what this person's wearing or what this celebrity's wearing or this is the trend. What makes you feel confident, right? Because there could be a trend where blazers are in, but actually you don't really like structure. You're a bit more of a free-flowing person. You like oversized, right? So you don't engage in that trend if it doesn't
make you feel like
make you feel you. Yeah. Make you feel like you. So step one, identify what makes you feel confident and comfortable within yourself. The second is what we said quite a lot. Experiment, but experiment in small ways that feel achievable for you, because sometimes it can feel very overwhelming and you're like, oh my gosh, okay. People say experiment, but what do I do?
I've gone too far.
What do I do? But there's easy ways. Experiment with accessories. So like you love rings, for example. Yeah. Experiment with your jewelry. Experiment with layering. Maybe you're someone that likes texture, but you're not sure what type of texture you like. Mm-hmm. Layer your clothes. That's another way of creating texture. Mm-hmm. Thrift. We'll talk about that in season 1, like how to actually effectively thrift. But go to a charity shop. Go to charity shops in different areas too. Go to Chelsea or Kensington.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a science to that one as well.
Like, it's not everyday Lewisham. Don't go to Lewisham. Go to Kensington or Chelsea.
Go to Chelsea. Go to Richmond.
Go to Richmond. Go to the places where the rich people live. Yeah. Sorry to say, but you'll find great pieces there. vintage pieces, all of that good stuff. Those are ways to experiment in small ways. The third, which I think everyone should do, and I love as a creative to do this, create a mood board or style inspiration collection.
I love this one.
If you don't have Pinterest in 2025, I don't know what you're doing. But if you do, sorry,
I'm joking.
Not to throw shade, but to throw shade. That is the easiest way to create a mood board.
Yeah.
That's what I do. My mood board is called Fashion Mood, right?
Oh, I love
I've got about over 200 things in there because that's how I see future stuff looking. I'm slowly getting there, but fashion is a mood. Create a mood board, figure out what you like, what you don't like, and it will help you when you're going to buy clothes. I use that literally as my fashion Bible now. So when I go out to shop
and stuff, yeah.
I go to that mood boards and I look to find pieces that look similar to this. Otherwise, you can walk into a store and you're like, yep, I like this, I like this, I like this.
And you get home.
And you get home, you're like, I can't piece together an outfit. It's not making sense. The sense is not sensing. So, create your own kind of like fashion Bible, fashion guide.
Yeah.
So when you go out, you have something to kind of like reference to. And the final thing is curate your wardrobe to reflect your authentic self rather than trends. I cannot stress it enough. I'm not saying don't engage in trends, but you need to have a baseline. Don't make the trend your style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or personal
because
style.
They go out so quickly. Like so many people, if you're buying it because of the trend, you'll look at that pile of clothes and be like, yeah, I don't wear it anymore because it's not trendy anymore.
Absolutely.
Like, I look a bit like dorkish wearing this now because like everyone's on to the next thing. Like you should buy, and even if you're buying into trends, I think it's important to buy into trends in a really subtle way.
Yeah.
That they can feed into everything regardless of the season, because that's how you become. And I think this is what we've been trying to say, like the more that you do things that push you out of your own authenticity, the harder it is to be sustainable, because you're also always chasing what's next.
Absolutely.
Always.
But don't chase what's next.
No.
Maybe chase your future self, find a way to marry them up, but don't like try and block out the trend noise.
Yeah.
So that you can really discover what you like.
Yeah.
So is that needless to say? I think that's it for this episode.
Oh my God.
I just want to, of course, we like to leave you with something to think about.
Yeah.
So 2 questions for you. What message do you want your clothes to send about you to other people? And what's one small way you can use fashion more intentionally in your life?
Oh, beautiful questions. My God. I love this conversation, and we have loved every single conversation that we've had with you so far. I cannot believe this is our last episode. For now.
Of the pilot, guys.
Of the pilot. We're definitely going to be back. But yeah, no, Steph, I've loved this. This has been absolutely amazing. And thank you to all of you for making it this far and rocking with us. Make sure that you like, comment and subscribe, and share this video and the rest of our videos from this pilot with a friend, as we'd love to reach new audiences. If you loved any of these conversations, and today in particular, and you want to tune in and read some more or learn some more, don't worry, we have lots of resources for you in our bio and in the description that you can do in your own time. And for the last time, always remember, but it's nice, it's like a little bit of dramatic. Always remember that the best fashion statement that you can make is staying true to yourself. And with that said,
Bye. Until season 1. By the way, season 1 is called Fashion and Identity. So just to give a little bit of a sneak preview, each episode will touch on different areas of identity, whether that's race, whether that's psychology, whether that's queer fashion, whether that's age, class, gender, all of that good stuff. So you're in for a treat, guys. So
until next time.
Bye.